Hey, I don't know if you heard about this little nugget that happened in the federal budget back in April, but the government actually increased the limit for first-time homebuyers RSP contribution toward their down payment from $35,000 to $60,000 or $120,000 as a couple. That means if you're a first-time homebuyer and you've got some RSPs in the bank, you can use up to $60,000 as an individual now toward your down payment. And I know what you're thinking. Who's got $60,000 or even $120,000 as a couple as first-time home buyers? Well, you know who does? You won't believe it, and you need to stay tuned. Hey, this is Dan Zorgel, mortgage agent with Rock Capital and Mortgage. You can find me online at ratedeal.ca. So, Dan, you were talking before the break about RSP contributions. Who has $120,000 in the bank and can use them as a first-time home buyer? Well, did you know you can be a first-time home buyer again? That's right. You can actually become a first-time home buyer for the second time. If you're recently divorced, separated, you've been separated for at least 90 days, and you're not living in your previous spouse's home, you could be considered to be a first-time home buyer all over again. Now, there's a few caveats on this. You can't be living with a new spouse who owns a home. Has to be within the last 4 years that you've been separated and or divorced and you're considering buying a house again. You can then use your RSPs. One more caveat, and that is if you've previously used your RSPs to buy a home, that whole RSP contribution has to be reconciled. That's right. You can't have a RSP loan ongoing that has not been paid back and still want to be a first-time homebuyer again. So all of these factors align and the stars align for you. You can actually become a first-time homebuyer all over again as a separated or divorced person and use up to $120,000 as a couple toward buying a house again. And that's not small chump change. $120,000 is actually 20% of a $600,000 purchase. So this could really help. If you want more understanding of how this program works, if you have questions about mortgages, feel free to reach out. You can reach me at dan@ratedeal.ca, or feel free to reach out to any one of the agents at the end of this video. We'd all be more than happy to help you out. Until then, we will see you next time.